Okay, let's set up a quick little graphic organizer so we can keep track of our document analysis ideas as to whether or not Alexander was great or not. So everybody take a piece of notebook paper and fold it hot dog style, but look, don't fold it all the way in half. Move it over here and only fold it to the red line on the left. Okay? Lay it down nice and easy right along that red line. Hold it with your left hand. Crease it with your right. Just like that, and then unfold it. Then draw a line from the first line down right along the crease. Like so. Okay? Now, on the top, we're going to write Alexander the Great. Like so. On the first column, on the first line, we're going to write the word great and underline it. And on the other column, on the right-hand column, we're going to write the words not so great. Okay? And just to help you remember, we'll put a little smiley face here. And we'll put a little sad face or angry face there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep track of each document that we analyze. So over here on the far left in the margin, I want you to write Doc A and then stop. Now once you do that, take your packet and open it up to the map in document A. Now when we analyze these documents, I want you to remember something. The first thing we do is to notice every single thing in the document. Now the document ends right here, so document analysis questions are not part of it. So what's the first thing we see? The first thing we see is a source. Okay? So circle the source nice and neat. It comes from other sources, so it's a conglomeration. The title of the document is Alexander's Empire. All right? Now, I see a great big gigantic map. So I see this map. I also notice that there is a note down here. Okay, well, let me see if I can't get this. There we go. There's a note here. That's kind of blurry, isn't it? All right. The note, 334 BCE, and then it explains. You can read that later. Now, let's look in the map. In the map, we see a couple of things. Now, we're not going to circle every tiny little, that would be stupid. Don't circle every tiny little city. Let's just circle the main parts. We see that there is a compass rose. We see that there is a scale of miles. That might come in handy for making observations. And we see there is a key. All right? And that might come in handy for observations. All right? It tells us what the arrows are. It tells us what the circle dots are. And it tells us what the little explosion things mean. And you can look at that. Now, you know how we do our map lessons when I tell you to get out a student atlas and make observations on what do you learn by looking at a map. And sometimes you look at a climate map and you learn that the climate in North America is humid continental. And then you look in another part of the book and you find out what humid continental means. And it means short, cold winters and short, hot summers. Okay, so basically 4 seasons. Now, this map, what I want you to do is I want you to take about 5 or 10 minutes, and I want you to tell me everything that you can learn about Alexander by looking at this document. And that includes the note down below. Okay? And I want you to make those observations on your notebook paper. Now, what you're going to put is it an observation that makes you think that he's great? Or is it an observation that makes you think that he's not so great? All right? Let me do one for you with an example. Okay? The note. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed from Macedonia to Asia with an army of about 40,000. Most were Macedonians, others were Greeks and mercenaries, and mercenary means hired fighters. Okay? Now, does that sound like something that makes him great or not so great? Well, I think it's almost both. So first of all, he, took 40,000 soldiers from Macedonia to Asia. Took 40,000 soldiers from Macedonia to Asia. However, not so great was he forced many soldiers to go with him. Mercenaries. Okay? They just kill for money. That's all. Okay? He had many mercenaries. They kill for money. Mercenaries kill for money. All right. That's not all. Now I want you to go in here and tell me what you can learn about this document or about Alexander the Great from looking at this map. Okay? Now sorry about that focusing. You look closely at the map and go over it and write down as many observations as you can.